Hey all, this is just a quick video to show you two different ways to merge PlayStation 1 games that are presented in a multi-bin format like this one here. So as you can see, I have a Q file and then I have a bunch of different bin files. And this is mainly required if you own a PSIO modded PlayStation 1. But the second method that I'm going to show you will also work. For example, if you want to play this on emulators, or if you want to play on a PlayStation 2 modded with FreeMacBoot, an OPL, or a modded PlayStation Classic, or even a modded PlayStation 3. If you own a PSIO card, then you might be already familiar with the first method. However, the reason why I have a second method is because in some cases I have found games that do not work using the first one, and when I load them with the PSIO card, they cause the card to crash and I get all my settings deleted. So the first one is quite simple. Again, if you own the card, you probably are familiar with this application, PSIO System Console, which is available for download at the same website where you can purchase the card, the PSIO card. And the method itself is quite simple. You just go to the file menu, select multiple binary image merge. From here, you just need to go to whatever you have your multi-bin game saved. It will show you an empty folder, which is fine. Just click select folder and then select yes. Once it's done, you will get two separate folders. One of them will have your merged game. The second one will have a backup of your multi-bin game. So what I recommend is at this point just go and test your game and see if it works. If it works, then that's fine and you don't need to do anything else. If it doesn't work, then this is my second method, which again will work for emulators and other ways of playing your games. And if that's the case, if you are not going to use this for a PSIO card, then you can skip the first step. However, if you're going to use this on a PSIO card, then the first step is basically to go again to the PSIO System Console, go to the file menu, but this time select convert Q CU3 to CU2. Now go to the folder where you have the unmerged game and select the Q file and then click open. And here you can select to save the CU2 file whatever you want, but normally it's better just to save it in the exact same folder. And just click save, and as you can see, you now have a Q file created. Now for the second step, you will need another application. This one is CD Mage. This is actually a very old application. However, in order to get this to work, you will need to get a beta version of the application, which is this one, version 1.02.1 beta 5. Once you download this, you can either download an installer or a portable version. Just install it or run the portable version and run the application. And from here is quite simple. Just go to the same folder where your unmerged game is, select the Q file, drag and drop the Q file into the main CDMage window and wait for it to load. It will look like this once everything is loaded. Now just click the save icon, just the floppy looking thing. And then from here you can either rename, choose a new name for the new Q file, or just overwrite the existing one. I normally just overwrite it, I don't really care. And then select yes. Don't change anything here, just click OK. Wait for it to finish. then click OK. Then go back to your folder and you will see that you have a new merged file. Now from here, just like the first method, I suggest you just go and test it before deleting the unmerged files and see if that works. But basically that will be it. Once you have this, you can, and once you know it is working, you can actually delete the old unmerged files, and that will be it. Now in some cases you might encounter some issues with the Q file. When you try to load it, it might give you an error where it says something like the binary files are not found or things like that. And unfortunately, there's no easy fix for that. You will need to manually edit your Q file or find another way to get your game downloaded from somewhere else or something. Because what that normally means is that the Q file is not pointing to the right binary files. So when you open your binary file, your Q file, you will see that at least for each track it will list a different binary file, and basically the name of this should match the name of your binary files. This one is only listing one binary file because this one is the Q file that we created after merging the game. So in this case it's only showing one, but for a multi-bin one you will see that there's a bin file listed for each track. So you will need to check if the file names are correct, and if they're not, then you will need to edit the Q file and then make sure that the file names are correct. If not, then again, if that seems too complicated or something, then I will just recommend you download the game again from somewhere else. But that will be it. So I really hope this helps getting your games merged, and see you later.